Let me see.
Trying to get his guy on tilt.
No, that's swelled up straight away. Oh! What a kick!
Cory Sandhagen is no stranger to the spotlight. With a career marked by thrilling performances, technical brilliance, and a relentless drive to improve, Sandhagen has become one of the most respected fighters in the UFC's bantamweight division. But this time, it seems that the UFC itself wants Cory versus SeanO Malleya, and this statement has been released by Cory himself. Do you want to know the entire matter in detail? Let's watch it out. Cory's recent trip to Abu Dhabi for his fight against Umar Nurmagomedov marked a significant chapter in his career. But this trip wasn't just about another fight. It's about proving himself once again in a sport where every bout could be the difference between a title shot and falling back in the rankings.
Ooh, this loud.
What up? It's not your first time to Abu Dhabi, but I'm curious if the second time round has been a little bit of a different experience for you, or if it's just same old, same old.
Same old, same old. I've been here for like a week and a half now, so just same old, same old. I love this hotel.
For Sandhagen, Abu Dhabi is familiar territory. He's been here before, and the environment suits him. The heat, the culture, the fans, it's all part of the experience that he's come to appreciate. Same old, Sandhagen remarks casually when asked if his second time in Abu Dhabi feels different. But beneath that calm exterior lies a fighter who knows the stakes are high. Umar Nurmagomedov is a name that carries weight. The Nurmagomedov name also strikes fear into opponents, with Habib Nurmagomedov's legacy casting a long shadow over the division. But Sandhagen isn't intimidated. He recognizes Umar's skills and acknowledges the unique challenges he presents. But he was focused on what he needs to do come fight night.
And what did you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, look, Umar's good. He's not like a number 10 ranked guy, which is, he's way up there. He's just new to the UFC, and he's real well-rounded, and he comes from a really good team. No one's been able to defeat him yet, and I want to be the first guy.
Umar is a unique fighter stylistically. He's a really tough fighter, Sandhagen admits. Preparing for Nurmagomedov has required extra hours, meticulous planning, and an unyielding focus. Yet, despite the odds and the chatter surrounding the fight, Sandhagen remains unfazed. He's been here before, counted out, only to emerge victorious. This fight, he insists, is no different. What's interesting about this matchup was the narrative that surrounds it. Umar is seen as the rising star, the next big thing in the bantamweight division. Sandhagen, on the other hand, is a seasoned veteran, the fighter who has been through the wars and comes out on top. Some might see this as a passing of the torch, but Sandhagen is determined to show that his time is far from over.
Yeah, I mean, the rankings, him coming up, the odds, the bettors, I could honestly give a shit less. I'm focused on what I'm going to do on Saturday, and that's executing underneath the lights, and I can't wait for that piece, man, because it's weird that people are counting me out for this one, but I just can't wait to prove all those,
Expectations can be a double-edged sword. For Sandhagen, the expectation that he might lose this fight because of Umar's surname is something he was well aware of. It's weird that people are counting me out for this one, but I just can't wait to prove all those people wrong, he says. There was a sense of defiance in his voice, a determination to not only win, but to do so in a way that leaves no doubt about who the better fighter is. Defensively, Sandhagen knows he's one of the best in the division. Despite what critics might say, he's confident in his ability to handle whatever Nurmagomedov throws at him. He points out that no one has really seen his defensive wrestling, a skill set he's honed over the years, and something he believes will be key in this fight. No one's seen me defensively wrestle ever almost, except for the situation with Sterling, Sandhagen notes, referring to his loss to Aljamain Sterling years ago.
Yeah, I mean, no one's seen me defensively wrestle ever almost, except for the situation with Sterling. That's what we'll call that loss, is a situation. The situation with Sterling and that was like 4 years ago. I was 2 years into my career. I'm 6-7 years into my career now, and still no one's really seen it. So just another element that I get to show to people. And man, I'm excited for this one just to show how great I am, because Umar's going to bring out the best of me.
But that was 4 years ago, and Sandhagen has evolved since then. He's not the same fighter, and he's eager to show just how far he's come. There's more than just pride on the line in this fight. Dana White had already suggested that the winner of this bout could be next in line for a title shot, a prospect that excited Sandhagen. "I definitely plan on that," he said confidently. It was being thought that a win against Nurmagomedov wouldn't just be another notch on his belt. It would put him in prime position to challenge for the bantamweight title. The title picture in the bantamweight division is as murky as ever. With so many talented fighters jockeying for position, every fight carries significant implications. Sandhagen knows this and understands that a victory here could lead to a rematch with Aljamain Sterling or a potential showdown with SeanO Malleya, two of the biggest names in the division. The prospect of facing O'Malley, in particular, is something that excites both Sandhagen and the fans. "Me and O'Malley is a fight that the fans really want to see," Sandhagen acknowledges.
Did get made, it could be a massive fight in the bantamweight division. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, me and O'Malley is a fight that the fans really want to see. I think the UFC wants that fight, and man, it's just like a fan pleaser. You know, if we make it for gold, that just becomes one of the most anticipated, best fights that people are asking for. And then you make it for gold, that's just, you know, icing on top of the cake. It just makes that fight that much bigger. So, you know, I'll be rooting for O'Malley, and after I get this win, then hopefully we'll be fighting.
It's a fight that the UFC wants as well, recognizing the potential for it to be a massive draw. It just becomes one of the most anticipated best fights that people are asking for, and then you make it for gold. That's just icing on top of the cake. As Sandhagen prepared for this pivotal fight, he couldn't help but reflect on the fighters he wished he could have faced. "Potentially, I wish that me and Aldo could have fought. Me and Cruz could have fought," he admits. These are the kind of legacy fights that define careers. And while those opportunities may have passed, Sandhagen still holds out hope that they could happen someday. The UFC is a constantly shifting landscape, and what seems unlikely today can become a reality tomorrow. Sandhagen knows this and keeps the door open for future bouts against legends like Jose Aldo and Dominic Cruz. These are fights that would not only enhance his resume, but also provide him with the kind of challenges that he thrives on. Sandhagen's mindset heading into this fight is one of focus and determination. He was not concerned about where the fight was taking place or the advantages his opponent might have. For him, it's all about what happens when the cage door closes. When you go into the cage and the door locks and the ref says go and you hear the bell ring, that's when the truth comes out, he says. This mindset is what has carried Sandhagen through some of the toughest fights in his career. Whether it's in the Middle East, Nashville, or anywhere else in the world, the goal remains the same: execute and win. Sandhagen's height and reach, often overlooked by his opponents, were assets that he planned to use to his full advantage against Nurmagomedov. These guys that are really good at playing from range, they don't get to do that against me. What do you expect from this fight? Do tell us in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more MMA updates.